Is Discord being broadcasted when I'm streaming? No, it's not Twitch, it's YouTube, isn't it?
It's rare that we see...
Yeah, because you told me last time, didn't you?
I found your flowers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a sec.
These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but you must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the core physicers grew them for the...
The ducal healers were convinced of their properties. That is all... Oh, I need...
Which? I should have read that, actually. Oh well.
I've never even forged a button.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh.
Oh.
Are you Clive? Sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luber's soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and
Flaw's the cat.
unable. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the... I don't suppose you have any...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how big...
I'd be a...
So,
Good question. And then there's this little riddle.
the way I see it, there's only... We need information.
You're right. There's now there's plenty of folk in Dalamir. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an... Alright.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something
Say that again.
useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Welcome, sir.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good
You a blacksmith or something?
something.
Fair enough. Now, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses...
So a knife that stays shut.
Oh, where did all the men go?
Plates and pots! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the waters, but I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave these my livelihood.
What
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter
I have a question.
has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with your knife snaps.
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So... carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat. Too slow. To me, flames! Out of the frying pan. Oh, good. That's cool things.
So, you learn anything you...
Only that a blade.
All the cooks said too heavy, and
So we're no better off than perhaps Lubor didn't mean. That can't be right. No.
no doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master...
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant. I bet she'd know a thing.
most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Oh, where did all the men go?
Made from the stoutest.
There he is.
Oh,
The
shit.
man. I was hoping the baths.
I'm glad to.
Now,
No,
you tell her. That's not to say. Right.
Light, meat, and dark. Fresh from the grill. It would make her fine.
good girl.
Faster.
No need to ride from here. Come on.
Yeah. Which? Factional of... Yeah.
Or will you be needing help with your...
Well, I asked her, but
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite.
and it's be.
Unique to Ash. Are there any materials?
What are you getting at?
You said the Lubor, but he would have known.
If it... Folk first settled Dalham.
Looks like I've got some learning to do, Clive.
The limestone sides.
Right, you. So, do you crush it up or just throw it in the furnace?
Ready, girl?
the same Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone.
I need to drink.
the constables test you properly?
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Lights and pots!
Oh, where did all the men of rock go?
Needed to a silken
The
soft.
most fragrant herbs and
My
spices.
carpets have pride of place.
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen.
I wasn't sure, but I hope this...
You and that now.
Yeah, it does.
A knife.
It's a...
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things... What? It's sharp-ish, and it's... You might look the light...
No, I don't...
Next, how much do you think I would charge if...
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? Hmm? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamilla's home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. What would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in...
I couldn't have done so much for me. You've done
seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It is good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waloeders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the Orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waloeders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloeder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Cid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then?
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders. They're good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. And what can I do for you? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Blackthorn.
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. Under a new Cid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
What do you need? What do you want? It'd last you a good while. And how am I meant to do that then? Anything else?
That exploded in my head then, Mike.
Ah, Clive. No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my.
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has...
It has.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. Not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you... Alas, it seems you are the only one. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, but until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Thanks to Sid.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands.
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know you comment, sorry. You right? Yeah, I know. It's been a shit week and that was the icing on the cake, to be honest. Playing final for a bit. But, yeah, basically, walked in. Oh, Phil went to the shop 15 minutes later. She was dead. So, yeah. I didn't realise that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. I'll take the stream off while I'm talking. Then. Broadcast. Is it pause broadcast? Can't see anything. Ah, yeah.
Editors started reading books that don't have any...
come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Just...
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
I think Mid might need some help.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it. One of us should probably give you an anchor.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going... You going after this? Which one of these two luck...
Otto, you're with me. All right, then. Where do we find this stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got load though.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Oh, where did all them?
Lights and pots!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Mother Crystal.
Straight home now. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker.
Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you miss the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then. Good girl.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll need to...
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my... oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a... Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half... unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks. Now, Sam, I know you're keen.
Oh, where did all the men have gone?
Lights and pods!
It would make
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Be safe. Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with this Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on. You're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could...
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Clive. So, what'll it be? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Anything else?
He cracked the crystal? You're joking.
Mid hasn't been a
editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I think Mid might need some help.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did? Only went and bloody bit me.
Catch your death sleeping out here.
I know.
Lovely breeze, isn't it?
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
When can I go on a special errand?
The crystals we get from the
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Hello, Sim.
Ah,
Go on.
there are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having rustlings in the undergrowth. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves. Understand? Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I want...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by...
All right.